Hello, so on this video, we're going to go over a quick tutorial about how to create assignments in the YO courses groups. Yeah. So the first thing is, once you go to the university website, so you can go to the university website, and then you can click on, actually let me go to the home page, click on YO Web, click on, and you're all students, so you probably know this, but just to make sure, then click on YO Groups. And then once you're here, you're going to get this menu on the left, click on the third option, this little book figure, and then you should see your courses. I believe that your discussion section course is going to start as unpublished. Right? So you go down to the unpublished courses, click on that, and then you should be sent to the home page for your particular discussion section course. Now, there are a few things you have to do here to begin with, before you actually start writing, setting up the assignments, right? So as soon as you have access to YO courses and to into your particular discussion section course, right, the first thing you're going to want to do is go down in this menu on the left here, now in the course page, go down all the way to settings. Click on settings, and then make sure that the time zone is set for Mountain Time, right? And if you're in Laramie, I believe this is going to be preset to this, but just in case you're not in Laramie, make sure to check that it is on Mountain Time. Because anytime we post deadlines and anything like that, it's always going to be Mountain Time. Okay. Now, that's the first thing. That's basically the only thing you have to check here. You can also double check that the start and end dates are correct. It should be August 24th for the start, December 17th for the end. So that looks good. Then the other thing you have to do is in the top here, you're going to see this menu. Go to navigation, and then go down. There's going to be two basically groups of settings. Go down to the second one, and let's see. There should be one that says assignments. Where's assignments? Where's assignments? Oh, okay. So it's already here. Okay, so that's good. So I was going to say if assignments is not in this main first group, then it might be in the second group and you're going to have to move it up. But since it's already here, then you don't have to do anything. But if it's not, let's say you go to your navigation and assignments is not in this first group, then make sure that it is, right? So if it's not here, it's going to be in the second group. Just click on it and drag it to the first group. Yeah. So those are the two things you have to check. And then afterwards, click save like I did there. So go to the bottom and click save. And then your course details should be correct. The time zone, the start and end dates, and the assignments tab should be in the first group here instead of the second group. Okay. So once you've done that, then now you're ready to create assignments. Okay. So now on this left menu again, you're going to see that one of the options says assignments. So click on that group. And then here, let me delete these. See, I already edited something. So let me make it how it's going to look for you the first time you access. Yeah, so the first time you click on this assignments tab, it's going to look like this. Now, we only need two assignment groups. So each of these bolded and gray things are called assignment groups. We only really need two because they're going to be submitting written assignments or written homework and discussion assignments. Okay? So the first group that's already made, make sure that you come in here to this vertical three dots, click on it, click on edit, and then change the name to written homework. This is going to be the group for the reading homework. And then click on save. Now click on this plus group icon. Then you can add another group name and add another one that is called discussion assignments. And then click on save. Now you have the two groups that we're going to be using for the assignments. Once you've done that, now you're ready to create assignments. Now, creating assignments is very easy, so I'm only going to do it in one of these groups. And then the same process applies if you want to create a discussion assignment, but I'm just going to do it for the written homework group. Okay? So say we want to create a homework that's going to be due, so classes start on the 24th. So say we want to create a homework that's due Friday the 4th of September. That's when the first homework is going to be due. Okay? So click on the plus button here in whatever group you're working on. And again, we're going to be working with the reading assignment group. So click on plus, and it'll immediately allow you to create a new assignment. Now, you can change some of these settings here, but I would recommend to immediately click on the More Options tab that appears here. And it will give you a more personalized setting for you to change the settings. Okay? So first thing you want to do is assign the written name. We're always going to name them just by number. Okay? So if it is the first written homework, just name it written homework 1. If it's the second one, name it written homework 2. If it's the first discussion assignment, call it discussion assignment 1. etc. So click in the name, that's the first thing. Here you don't have to do anything. You can just leave that blank. Now for the points, we're gonna discuss this in our weekly meetings because we're gonna have a grading rubric. So we're gonna say, okay, this homework is gonna be worth, let's say that we decided that's 12 points. So make sure to put 12 there. You don't have to change the assignment group because you're already in the correct one. You don't have to change the display grade as. Here you do have to change things. So in submission type, click on the drag down menu and make sure to click on online. Then you're gonna get these 4 options. Make sure to click on file uploads. And this is gonna be unchecked, I believe. But when you click on file uploads, you're gonna get this other option for restrict upload file types. Make sure to click on that and then write, it should be empty. So make sure to write PDF. If you do that, it's the course or the assignment is only gonna accept .pdf files as submissions, which is something that I'm requiring from the students. So you do that. You don't have to change anything with the submission attempts. You don't have to change anything in the group assignment or anything in the peer reviews. The only other thing you have to change is in the assigned menu. Okay? So it's going to be by default assigned to everyone. So that's good. You don't have to change anything. Now here, when it's due, you can just click on this calendar icon and then click find the date. So again, this is going to be due the second week of class on Friday. So let's go to September 4th, and it's going to default to 11:59 p.m. And again, this is Mountain Time. Now we're always going to have the assignments due at midnight or 11:59. So you can just click on the date and it will immediately give you the time that's correct. Okay. Then go down to the next line here. Now in available from, we're usually going to have the homeworks assigned the Friday before it's due. So for example, this one is due Friday the 4th. So this should have been assigned the 25th. Okay. So click on, should be assigned the 28th. So click on that, and again, the default time for the assignment is gonna start that it's assigned at 12 a.m. And that's perfectly fine, right? That's the assigned time that we want. And then finally, for until, here, I would actually, I would ask you to put not the Friday that it's due, so not the 4th of September, but actually put the until tab to be the Sunday of that weekend, right? So in this case, September 6th. Then again, it will default to 11:59 p.m. The reason why is because sometimes students will have valid excuses for submitting their work late. Right? So if you put the until the same time as the due date, it would actually close the assignment for them on Friday at 11:59 p.m. So they won't be able to submit anything again. However, if you make it, you change the until and put it until the Sunday of that weekend, the assignment would still be open and students will still be able to submit. Now, when you see it as a grader, you'll see that it says late. Right? So if they don't have any excuse, you don't have to grade anything that's late. Right? If they do have an excuse, then you can just grade it as is and not worry about the late. So that's basically the only thing you have to be careful with here. Okay? Make sure that the due date and the available from are correct, and then make sure to put the until to be on the Sunday of the weekend that the homework is due. Right? And again, if you use this button here, then the times are always going to default to the times that we want to use. 11:59 p.m. for due and until, and 12 a.m. for available from. Yeah. So again, as a summary, you want to change the name to Written Homework 1 or Written Homework number, whatever number it is. Same for the discussion assignment, discussion number 1 or discussion number, whatever number it is. Change the points, change the submission type, and then change the assigned options here, just the due date, available from, and until. Once all that is done, make sure to click on Save and Publish. Right. And then the assignment is going to be available. Right. How can you check? Go to this menu on the left, click on Assignments, and then you're going to see that the assignment shows here. If for some reason you mess something up in the details and you need to change some of the settings, you can just click on this 3 buttons to the right of the assignment, and you click on Edit, and you'll go back to the same menu that which we were on before. So again, just click on More Options again, make any change you have to change, and then click on Save. Now, if you want to go back to the home page, again, click on Home, and I do this because I want to show you another feature. Make sure to go to Student View here if you want to see how the students are going to see the assignment. So you don't have to, so let me rephrase, don't make sure to do this, but if you want to see how the course looks for students, you can click on Student View on this menu here. And then click on Assignments, and again, the only tabs that students really should be using are Assignments and Grades, because the grades will show in the gradebook. Even though this is not their main gradebook, it will show. But you can click on assignments here and you'll see how it looks for them. So you can see that this is homework is there and it'll be available starting on August 28th, right? So they can't see this yet. That's why it's like in gray like this, right? But as soon as it's available, it'll show up and it's gonna look like exactly like it looks for you, okay? And then if you wanna see the grades, you can just click on grades, right? And it should show a summary. So this is how students are gonna see the grades, right? And that's basically it. The last thing you have to do is, let me go back to the course homepage. You can click on this name here. It just takes you back to the homepage. Make sure that sometime during the first week, you click on publish in your course. So it's gonna be defaulted as unpublished. So make sure that you click on publish. Right? What that's gonna do is it's gonna make the course available for students. So that's basically it. That's how you create assignments. So let me know if you have any questions.